Hello YouTube, welcome to my review on Heath Ledger's Joker. The reason I'm doing this and another video on Harvey Dent is because there's a lot of stuff about the Joker and Harvey Dent / Two-Face that I wanted to include in my review, but I think that you need an entire video devoting to it because there's a lot about it. So first of all, I'm going to tell you guys something about when I first heard about Heath Ledger's Joker. When I first heard that Heath Ledger had won the part of the Joker, I have to admit, I was a bit disappointed at first because I thought, I just thought that they just picked some random Hollywood hunk to play the villain opposite Christian Bale. And I'm figuring, like, this is ridiculous. I couldn't understand why they had picked him, but I regret thinking that. Heath Ledger dwarfed my expectations. He passed the bar. He flew over the bar of my expectations. So I'm gonna go over a few points with it. Okay, first of all, one of the best things I found about him is I hardly recognized him. Not just in appearance, with the makeup and his eyes look so much different from what I saw in him. But not just the appearance and the voice and the eyes and stuff like that, but the whole personality. Like you would it's something that you would never think that could be brought to life. Like I just remember hearing his voice in the teaser trailer and thinking that's pretty cool, but I saw the trailer and I was just mind blown. I could not believe what I had just seen. He's got one of the things I liked about the Joker, he's got very dark humor, a lot darker than the Jack Nicholson incarnation, but it's still a bit funny, and you can still laugh at him at certain points, but a lot of it is just this crazy psychopath. And it's an almost believable psychopath. That is the important thing. It is almost, I honestly look at this guy and I think that a lot of it is almost something out of like Silence of the Lambs or a Hannibal Lecter novel. And I really think that one of the things I like about this is the fact that the Joker has so many different incarnations over the years, and here they roll him all in. They roll so much of those incarnations into one. His primary psychopath, and serial killer, but it is, when you look at it, a combination of a lot of them. There's the anarchist Joker. There's the terrorist Joker. Terrorist is a bit like the anarchist, but you know what I mean. The homicidal maniac, the bank robber. Yeah, the bank robber's not very well known because he's only probably robbed a few banks in his life. But the hitman and so much more. And they pretty much did capture every form. And I really think that was a very good choice because it's hard to just pick one form and just leave it at that. And they brought in the comic relief in a lot of his cases. But I think the only incarnation that they didn't pick, which I think is a good idea, is supervillain. Because if you brought this guy the supervillain kind of role, it would just ruin the whole feel of the movie. This is the Joker. This is not Green Goblin. This is not, Magneto. This is the Joker. And oh my gosh, the Joker freaked me out. Like, especially that scene with, Gamble, one of the first scenes with, where he shoves that pencil into the guy's eye. And, I felt like this is an actual serial killer, deranged psychopath in front of me. And almost every scene, especially in the beginning, with him made me jump or just scared the crap out of me. And what's my next point? That line where he's like to Batman, he's hanging from the roof, or he's hanging from that wire, And he's like, this is just going to keep going on between us. I love that line because it really captures the spirit of the Joker and the Batman's relationship, because they're obviously not friends, but it clarifies that Batman's never going to stop him, and yeah, the Joker's never going to be stopped, and Joker can't kill Batman because he has too much fun with him, or he's too much fun, and it shows them at each other's throats, and I'm like, this is the branding of like arch enemies, and I love that scene, and I really thought that it was great. That scene where he's tossing the Joker out of that window, and at first there were at least two scenes where I thought Joker was gonna die. This is the second, and he was laughing as he was falling. That is exactly how I think if the Joker was going to be pushed out a window and fall to his death. I honestly believe if that was the case, he would be laughing like a maniac, even as he knows he's about to die and plummeting to his own death. Why? Because he's insane. And I thought that the backstory, they give little hints and they make it very vague, but they also introduce a bit more to it that's not from the comics. But it shows that this guy has gone through so much like crazy crap, and it's really the reason he's transformed into this mindless maniac. He's had troubles with his wife, his father, his mother, and it's driven him to insanity. And he can't think of anything else because of it except to kill as many people as possible. And the wife was the parents I didn't know about, but because I hadn't heard about that in the comics. It might be in there, but I haven't heard of it. But the wife was definitely reminded me of the Killing Joke, and I thought that was a good idea. That line at the end where Batman's like, the Joker's won by turning Harvey Dent into what he's become. Well, he said something around those lines, but it was implying that the Joker has won, but he's not gonna let everybody know about that. That is very unique, because how often does the villain win? Like the main focus of what they're trying to do. How often does the villain win? The Joker is trying to bring out the madness and the chaos in everybody. Harvey Dent, Commissioner Gordon, everybody he meets, he's trying to turn them into him, into mindless killers. And here, he knows that Harvey Dent is the hope of Gotham, and the Joker has turned him into him, or in a way, him. And I thought that was it was a very innovative and very unique. So overall, I loved Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker, and I am so disappointed at the fact that we'll never see this again. This sucks. If there is a Batman 3, I don't know if there's a Batman 3 coming out or not, but judging by the ending, it's a bit of a cliffhanger. Excuse me. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, and what sucks is if the Joker cannot, I hardly see how anybody could top this, but I honestly, there are no words for it. Heath Ledger did a phenomenal job. This dude, I know it's rumored that he was nominated for an Academy Award for this. This dude deserves the award. Look at the heart that this dude put into this character. You tell me he does not deserve that. So overall, if you guys are fans of Heath Ledger's work, his last performance, actually there's that movie that he had a small part in right before he died. I forget what it's called, but I think it was The Imaginarium or something. That's coming out. But his last big performance is going to blow your freaking minds. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, that is my review on Heath Ledger's Joker, and I'll have one on Harvey Dent. So, I'll see you guys later, and bye-bye.